to SVG-TV's news for Friday, June 27, 2025. I'm Triska Campbell with the details. The Financial Services Authority, the FSA, which was established in 2012, is set to undergo significant changes following the passage of an amendment bill in Parliament on Monday. The changes aim to bring the local financial regulatory framework in line with international best practices and improve oversight within the financial sector. The bill tabled by Minister of Finance Camilla Gonsalves introduces enhanced provisions for financial reporting, enforcement and compliance. The legislation amends 13 clauses of the original act and grants greater supervisory powers to the FSA, allowing it to take direct actions in the event of financial irregularities.
The FSA envisages that this bill would expand and clarify the powers of the FSA. Excuse me. The revised provisions will better define the circumstances under which the FSA's powers would be exercised. Excuse me. And provide a broader and more effective regulatory remit consistent with international standards for financial supervisory bodies. Grant the FSA the power to take enforcement action against any financial entity or registered entity under its supervision if certain conditions are met. The provisions would outline a broad range of circumstances under which the FSA may intervene, reflecting a proactive, risk-based regulatory approach aligned with international best practice. Third, give the FSA clear, comprehensive authority to intervene in situations to promote effective compliance.
A key component of the amendments include the introduction of stricter penalties for individuals and institutions found in breach of the Act, reinforcing the government's commitment to ensuring integrity in the financial system.
The regulations would provide for the application of the administrative penalty, the amount and basis for fixing the penalty. Certain breaches of the legislation, for example, submitting prescribed information to the FSA, though unlawful, would not amount to criminality, but would be penalized with the imposition of an administrative penalty by the regulator. And this is a reform that has come forth, Madam Speaker, through a body of case law which has permitted the FSA to make these types of administrative penalties over time. The ability of the FSA as a regulator to enact these types of administrative penalties was challenged both in this jurisdiction and other jurisdictions within CARICOM, and it's been clarified now by the courts, and so that reflects that.
Minister Gonsalves noted that the updates come at a time of rapid change in global financial standards and said that amendments were recommended by international partners to maintain St. Vincent and the Grenadines' credibility in the global financial arena.
Madam Speaker, in sum, it is a great deal of housekeeping within the bill. It's a great deal of bringing the FSA up to date with international best practices. I will confess that some of these changes have been urged by our international partners, and some of them are simply reflecting the changing times within financial services authorities, both regionally and internationally. The FSA continues to be one of the regional best practices, our FSA. Entities come from around the region to study our operations and to see how we manage the non-bank sector in particular. The international financial sector, our management of that is not as robust not as large, the number of entities we manage, as some other financial sector regulators in the region, but certainly our regulation of the non-bank sector is a best practice.
The FSA is responsible for regulating non-banking financial institutions, including the offshore financial sector, insurance companies, credit unions, billing societies, and friendly societies. The amendments are expected to improve transparency, enhance regulatory enforcement, and better position the country to meet evolving global standards in financial governance. Today marks the global observance of Micro, Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises MSME Day, a date designated by the United Nations General Assembly to raise awareness of the vital role MSMEs play in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals and in shaping resilient, inclusive economies. MSME Day 2025 comes at a pivotal time amid evolving global trade dynamics, digital transformation, and ongoing economic recovery efforts from the recent global disruptions around the world. MSMEs represent 90% of businesses and 60 to 70% of employment and roughly 50% of the GDP, underscoring their significance as the backbone of both local and global economies in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The day was commemorated with a marketplace exhibition showcasing a range of local MSMEs. The event provided a platform for small businesses to display their products and services, network, and engage with the public. Speaking with SVG-TV News, Executive Director of the National Development Foundation, the NDF, Beverly Thompson, emphasized the foundational role that MSMEs play in national development. She said that it is MSMEs that provide the foundation for everyone, that they are a key source of jobs, income, and local economic growth. That's why they deserve to be celebrated.
It's the MSMEs that have been providing the foundation of all that we have, the food on our table. They will come from a small farmer or a fisherman, the clothing that we wear, everything in society. You can be assured that a small or a medium or a micro enterprise is behind the creativity of it or the provision of it. Also, in 2016, the Caribbean Development Bank did a study and found out that as much as 70% of the gross domestic product of Caribbean nations is contributed by MSMEs. So it is something to celebrate, and it's something you want to recognize and to encourage and to also support them. Support them, become a customer, become a supplier, help them to grow financially, help them to grow with your contributions of ideas. So we're all in it together. We help each other, we link, we connect, we network so that we can build our nation and we can also contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals. So that was the main purpose behind recognizing the contribution that MSMEs make to the Sustainable Development Goal, which include alleviation of poverty, job creation, and more.
Thompson highlighted that this year's celebration also serves as an important opportunity for SMEs to connect with the public sector, potentially unlocking the newer avenues for growth, partnerships, and policy support.
So MSME Day was instituted by the United Nations General Assembly as a means of celebrating the micro, small, and medium enterprises, the effort, the contribution, the critical role that they play in building economies worldwide, giving them the recognition that they deserve and an opportunity as well. So this year, 2025, the theme is Think Businesses, Connect Our MSME team for this marketplace is Connect and Grow. So we're giving the MSMEs an opportunity to connect with fellow entrepreneurs, to connect with financiers like the NDF, to connect with suppliers, connect with the customers. So they get to showcase a little of what they do and to make some linkages, form some networks so they can grow and fulfill even greater role that they're playing in society.
In addition, today's celebration included the launch of a new construction and trade loan initiative specifically tailored to support entrepreneurs in the construction, maintenance, and skills trade sectors.
We are also launching today our construction and trades loan special. It is particularly for those who are in the construction and trade industry. So the small contractors, the masons, the electricians, the plumbers, the tilers, all those who are into industrial trade, welders, builders. This product is targeted to you. You can have financing up to $20,000, and it's a special because the first 10 borrowers will get a whopping 50% of their fees, and you get 100% financing. So you can come in today, you can come in from here on, you can speak with our project officer and they will tell you more about the product and how you can qualify to be a borrower to access this financing.
As countries continue working together working toward economic resilience and sustainable growth, events like the MSME Day serve to highlight the importance of empowering smaller enterprises, especially those owned by women, youth, and marginalized communities, as a strategy for long-term development and social equity. A variety of local foods and products were on display today at the Food Safari, one of the featured events of the Restaurant Week 2025. The vibrant showcase brought together local entrepreneurs, chefs, and food lovers in a celebration of Vincentian culinary talent and creativity. President of the SVG Hotel and Tourism Association, Isola Giddings, said the highly anticipated event received an overwhelming response from both vendors and the public.
It's the street safari, as you said, where we invited the moms and the pops to come out, and I am happy for the turnout. We have 14 different stalls. We have the spices with Chef Jen. Chilling is now setting up. We have the Modongo lady is here. She's almost sold out. We have wines. Crayfish and Callaloo is here, along with some boil up and fudge, drinks. So they're all local stuff right under this tent here. And I'm pleased with the turnout. I'm pleased with the sales that is happening so far, and it is now 12:25. So it looks as though we may sell out before 4 o'clock, and I'll be happy for that. But I am thrilled for this event today.
Among the standout participants was an overseas-based Vincentian chef, Janice Adams, also known as Chef Jen, who displayed a range of locally made seasonings, some of which are now stocked on shelves at Walmart in the United States.
These two, our main blend we pitched to Walmart, which is the green seasoning, which is the staple of Caribbean cooking, which would be this one. And then they also shelved the Cocoa Creole, right? All 5 would be available in Walmart.com, but only 2 are in shelves in 4 states, in Florida, in South Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama. Oh, we just launched in Walmart in May. This is all fresh, it's all new. And I mean, it's our first major retailer. It's not really a common thing to be a small business, and then normally you go to the grandfather companies. We were blessed to be able to go to the world's biggest retailer as our first retailer. So we're kind of excited about that, but May is when we launched into stores. We have 5 blends, and we have our main blend, which is the first ever dried version of the Caribbean green seasoning. And then we have our pretty popular, our Vinci Spice blend, which is our curry powder. This one has the flag on it. And we have our Creole blend. And here we have a smoked citrus salt and our steak and thing blends over here.
Some of the most popular offerings at the event included a variety of soups and locally produced wines, which attracted steady crowds throughout the day. Many of the vendors expressed hope that events like this one will continue and expand.
It's been going good. We had some lovely crayfish and callaloo today, and that went like hot bread. We had goat boil, which was also sold out, which was really nice. People enjoyed, and we all did some fried jackfish and tuna, corn cuckoo, breadfruit. Very nice. I'm glad to be a part of this.
No artificial stuff, no chemical ingredients.
Everybody nice, waiting. It's SVG.
Surprises you to see the amount of local products, you know, the innovation. It's an opportunity for persons to see what are produced locally.
This year marked the first time the Food Safari has been included as part of Restaurant Week activities. The week-long celebration of local cuisine will conclude tomorrow with a culinary gala at the Beachcombers Hotel. As Vinci Mars 2025 kicks into high gear with a series of events rolling out this week, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the RSVG-PF, is stepping up efforts to ensure a safe and secure carnival season for revelers and the wider public. Today, the RSVG Police Force hosted its annual Crime Prevention Awareness Exhibition outside of the Central Police Station in Kingstown, drawing attention to practical safety measures during this high-traffic period. Chairman of the RSVG Police Force Crime Prevention Unit, Sergeant Sion Shoy, explained that the exhibition is held twice yearly, once during Carnival season and again during the Christmas season, to educate the public on how to safeguard themselves and their property from criminal activity.
We have in our Carnival edition of our Crime Prevention Exhibition under the theme, Let's Celebrate Our Culture Crime-Free. Our aim is to make the public aware what is happening and what to do and not to do during this Carnival season. And we have various entities on which to work today to showcase their various tools, security tips and equipment. We have external entities, for example, those from Ace Hardware, Rain Hardware, Gibson Building Supplies. We have Jasmine showcasing their CCTV products. We have internal participants like the Fire Brigade, the Coast Guard, Narcotics Department, CID, showcasing the counterfeit currency and the polynomial paper notes. So our mission here today is to give the information to the general public that when you come into Kingston, make sure you protect your home and property.
Sergeant Shoy also shared key crime prevention tips, urging individuals to remain vigilant and adopt safe practices to avoid becoming targets of theft or other offenses.
Walk in the streets, please walk in well-lit areas. Go in groups. We advise you, if you have to go to the ATM, to withdraw any cash, be discreet. Do not display any large amount of cash to the public or to be a victim of crime. Withdraw the amount of cash that you need for each event. We advise persons with the vehicle owners, please park your vehicle in well-lit areas. If you have to park in designated parking areas, and make sure if you drink or consume any alcohol, have a designated driver. If not, there are driving apps or taxi operators that you can be sure to take you home after any event. We advise the business owners invest in CCTV cameras, dog alarms to protect your business this Carnival season. So our aim is to make the country a bit of a life to be safe this Christmas. I'm sorry, this Carnival season. So my advice to the patrons, let's celebrate our culture crime-free, as the team said, and everybody enjoy the festival.
The RSVG Police Force continues to remind the public that safety is a shared responsibility and encourages everyone to play their part in making Vincimas 2025 a safe and enjoyable celebration for all. Vincimas 2025 is in full swing and the festive spirit is taking over parts of the capital. While some are fully embracing the carnival vibe, others say the excitement just isn't the same for them. SVG-TV News visited the streets of Kingstown, which were bustling with activity. Numerous stalls have already been set up and several areas in the city are now decorated with a touch of carnival flair. As we spoke with some members of the public, the opinions varied. Some said they plan to actively participate in the events, while others shared that they'll be enjoying the festivities from the sidelines.
One of your favorite events, carnival events?
All of them. I just like the flow and the energy.
I would have loved to go to Carnival, but my child comes first. I will just carry him to see the kiddies Carnival, see the costume and thing, buy little drinks and thing for him. But otherwise than that, I ain't really fussy about it this year. Yeah, my baby come first.
Are you a carnival person?
Of course, I'm a carnival lover. I'm a carnival lover, but this year especially, my child comes first. Honestly speaking, the only hype I feel in is for the Soca Monarch, because I want to see Fireman win back the crown. And I know he winning it.
Attend?
Yes, that one there for sure. Soca Monarch MSME, because I walk with my bundle of joy on top of me.
Yeah. Just relaxing, drinking a beer. This season, same khaki pants, same thing every year. I like it, but not exciting. I've been coming Carnival since about 6 decades now. I never miss one. Never play mass though.
Lots of drink.
Huh?
And lots of drink.
Not more than I can handle.
Oh, that's good. As you said, drink responsibly.
Yeah, drink responsibly, that's the word.
For the different events, well, when you hear Washang, you know what the Washang does too. With the party different, you understand? So with the on the stage and the rage, with the in the crowd dabbing, we're doing all different kind of things. If you look right this, look at your cameraman right this, you know what I'm saying? You get bam. So everybody basically don't interact with me because they don't know how to bring a kind of life and a different energy.
There were also those who admitted that Carnival no longer holds their interest like it once did.
What's your plan though?
I'm easy. I don't really go into this kind of thing. I'm a home person, very introvert, so I just stay at home most of the time. Even that, I don't like Carnival, honestly. And I'm a musician. Imagine that. I used to play music all the time for Calypsonian and so on. But maybe I grow old and I don't like the type of music that the young people play now and things like that. So I just kind of just leave it, That's it really.
I guess the time that happened.
Yeah, age and so on, you move on, leave the younger ones to them to, take the mantle, So this way.
Like this, I used to judge Calypso and all kind of thing.
What are you listening to there?
I listen to Margaret. Well, me and all people celebrating. I done with Carnival years ago. I have to call with that again. I serve in my life.
Despite mixed reactions, the calendar remains packed. This Sunday, June 29th, all eyes turn to the Calypso semi-finals at the cruise ship terminal, one of the highly anticipated events leading up to Carnival climax. As Vincy Mas continues, the streets are sure to become even more vibrant, whether you're jumping in a band or simply soaking it all in.